Dame lays out.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Fine play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Swings it out to the flat. Oh, out of space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be turning on the Jets. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block on that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes! Knocked off his feet. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there flat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he's got some space. Fights off the defender. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. Sets one guy, now he's loose. continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. All that speculation all week, and now we know, but something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quick release by the QB.
Yeah, what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper.
What a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Irish send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's fine. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds a little space. Quick step and go. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
To the ground with the back. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Better find the air plugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for 6. He was open. He had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Gets away from one. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He breaks a tackle. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bringing the heat. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. A strike downfield. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And guys, after failing to get to last time, they'll take the safe route. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Finds his man down the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame comes to the line, trying to convert on third and short. Wants to throw it. It's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Now, until whenever these two decide to play again, that Golden Dome will sparkle a little brighter as Notre Dame claims bragging rights over Michigan. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.